make money online, programs, courses, systems, websites, and such. Today we're going to review Perpetual Income.
The Perpetual Income 365. And this is a ClickBank product released recently, and I'm going to show you inside. I'm going to show you exactly what you get. I'm going to show you why this is so dangerous for beginners and why, in my opinion, this is a very dangerous road for a newbie to start with. Okay. So here we are inside the membership area, right? And I'm going to show you what you get inside. I'm going to show you what you're paying for, so you fully understand. Okay. Basically, this is a system where you use solo ads to drive traffic to a squeeze page, to try and make commissions, and then to rinse and repeat the whole process again and again. Okay. It is a very beginner-friendly way of doing it, but the problem is, the only person who makes money from this is the person who owns this system, right? Because solo ads are incredibly expensive to buy. The conversion rates are very poor because most people who come to the page will use a fake email address, and the circle continues. And so if you spend $1,000, you might make 10 or 15 sales, but you spend $1,000 in the region of $500 to $1,000 on buying that traffic in the first place, and you end up building a very poor quality list. So here's the initial sales page. Once you enter your email address, you come to this page here where you get this video here. That's a long, drawn-out, emotionally triggered video. They keep talking about Netflix, a Netflix algorithm that has nothing to do with anything that you get inside. Netflix has nothing to do with this. It's purely a sales pitch. There's no secret here. There's no method from algorithm from Netflix that has anything to do with this. This is just solo ads being sold, spammed everywhere, and then you're hoping to make sales, right? So once you're inside, it's $9 for a two-week trial, and then you moved on to an automatic billing of $47 per month. Okay. Also, once you're inside here, you get step-by-step here on how to integrate your autoresponder, set up emails, and so on, which is all fine. That's all straightforward, and you can create money pages here to basically send traffic to. Okay, and here is an overview of how this works. You buy something called solo ads, which is basically you're buying clicks from somebody else's email list. Those clicks come to your squeeze page right here, and when they opt in, they're then passed onto the sales page, which you can then use to promote this Perpetual Income system. And in theory, if someone buys that, you get a commission, which is great, right? And when they opt in, you get their email address, and then you can run promotions to them to make more sales later. Now here's the problem. When somebody comes to your opt-in page right here, the vast majority of people will put in a spam email. It's not real. Also, the conversion rate on this may be sort of 30, 40%, let's say 40%. If you spend $1,000, $1,000 on buying, let's say for argument's sake, 1,000 clicks, even 2,000 clicks, right? If you have a conversion rate here of 40%, right, you're going to end up with, let's say for argument's sake, 500 new leads on your list, right? And the vast majority of those are going to be spam. The next percentage of those are not going to be buyers because they're freebie seekers. The next percentage of those will simply never open your emails because you're promoting garbage. You're promoting just cheap and cheerful sales tactics. The next problem is when somebody opts into that squeeze page, you're not building a brand. They have no idea who you are. They have no idea where you're from. And your follow-up email sequence is just more promotions for cheap and cheerful make money online products, right? So once you spend $1,000, let's say $2,000, okay, and you have a list of, let's say 800, you have a list of 800 people who are a mix of freebie seekers, a mix of spam, because I don't know about you guys, but I use a spam email when I sign up to things like that because it's you're obviously gonna get sold to. And that list you're building is effectively worthless because unless you continuously buy more and more and more solo ads, you're building a list that is worthless. So if you spend $2,000 on solo ads, all you end up with is a list of roughly 800 people which are worthless, and you need to make $2,000 to get that money back so you can buy more and continue the process, right? Now solo ads in its purest form does work, right? But the problem is for the average newbie, it's simply out of your reach, it's out of your grasp because you don't understand conversion rates. You don't understand how to tweak an email sequence. You don't understand how to tweak a sales page. You don't understand how to split test. You don't understand how to build a brand, a long-term business by providing good quality value and then long-term thinking, right? So if you're brand new and even the thought of simply integrating an autoresponder or writing an email automation series seems like, whoa, what's that? I don't get it. Then this is not for you, all right? But unfortunately, the only person who will buy this in the first place is a complete beginner, right? Because anyone who's actually making any kind of money online would not buy the system because they don't need it, right? So the only person who's going to buy this is a complete beginner, which is unfortunate because that's the only person who will be naive enough to buy into this, right? So if you come into here and look at the traffic crush section here, where they talk about Udemy and so on and buying solo ads, and you can see here, for example, in this video here,
Hey everyone.
where they talk you through how you're going to get to your first $2,000, okay? You have to understand that you have to invest thousands of dollars to get into this. And you can see here that he says, you know, for every 100 clicks you buy, you will roughly get one sale, right? So you have to spend $100, right? Roughly $100. To get 100 to get one sales, and from that 100 clicks you will only get roughly 20-30 subscribers, right? And most of those will be spam, right? And so this system here, the only person who makes money here is the guy who owns this Perpetual Income 365 system, because he has got thousands of people joining this program who are all promoting him. So you are effectively paying to promote him. Right, so this guy here obviously is a genius because he's got thousands of people joining his system to pay for traffic that he won't buy himself because you're paying for that, and you send that traffic to his squeeze page to make money for his product, right? So he makes money, but the individual person who's trying this will not, right? Or is very, very unlikely to anyway, okay? So solo ads themselves, they do work, okay? But with this kind of cheap and cheerful way, the only person who's very likely to make money is this Shawn Josiah guy. You are very unlikely to make money, right? Because that is the simple truth of solo ads, right? Because the opt-in rate is so low, and you can Google, if you go to YouTube and search for why do solo ads suck, you'll find lots of videos from people saying, look, solo ads are great, but the problem is the traffic is poor. Okay, you're going to build a huge proportion of your emails with spam. The rest of them will end up in spam filter, okay, because obviously when you're promoting these kind of offers, Gmail and so on, spam filters are very clever these days. So probably 70-80% of all your leads which you build will be spammed, right? And they will not be clicked. So what happens is if you buy 100 clicks, and you get one sale, right? And you maybe get, let's say, 40 email addresses from those 100 clicks, right? You're lucky if 5 of those are real, right? Maybe 10 of those are real. The rest, the other 30, are simply spam. And you're building a list which is incredibly fragile, incredibly cheap and cheerful, because you have no branding. Nobody knows your name. They have no idea who you are. You're not building a long-term business. You're not building a brand. You're not building an evergreen business because you're completely stuck, and you have to buy more solo ads to keep growing that list. And what you end up doing is you end up buying more, buying more, and buying more, and buying more, until you have a list of 1, 2, 3, 4,000 people, but 70% of those are simply spam, right? And you continuously have to refresh your list all the time. The only person who makes money is the guy who owns this, because guess what? Look at this. If you hover your mouse over these links here, you can see, and in the bottom right hand side here, these are affiliate links. So he even makes commissions when you buy these solo ads. You even make commissions from that. Okay, so he makes money when you join the system. He makes money when you promote this system, and you're paying for it. So if you spend $1,000 on solo ads for 1,000 clicks, you're promoting him. So he gets the email addresses, he gets the buyers, you get the spam. All right, and he also makes money from these affiliate links when you buy the solo ads in the first place. So for every 1,000 clicks you buy via these links, he's making $100, $200, $300 in commissions, and he's making the money from when you promote the system. Okay, that's how it works, unfortunately. Okay, so to recap, this here is a very, 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 very expensive way for a newbie to start making money online, because it's incredibly dangerous, right? At least in my opinion. I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, please leave a comment below this video and tell me how your experience with solo ads has been, right? Because remember, guys, if you're a complete beginner, This kind of funnel here, right? It works, of course it does, but think of it as in this sense. Or if you're a complete beginner, do you know how to write a good email? Do you know how to edit and optimize a squeeze page? Do you know how to split test a squeeze page? Do you know how to run a segmentation-based email sequence of an integrated automation sequence of emails which have conditions depending on if someone clicks or don't click? Do you have the skills to create your own sales page, to promote a different product, to understand what a good product is? Do you know how to follow up with additional emails down the line to make additional sales? Do you understand how to deliver value? Do you know how to create good content to deliver to your list later? And so on and so forth. If you're thinking, what? Then do not buy this, because you're going to spend thousands of dollars and build a worthless list, right? Now, the system here in its purest form will work, but it's extremely fragile, and the only person who's going to make money is Shawn Joshua. Not you, not anybody else, only the people who actually own the system. All right, and so with that in mind, guys, this is my review of the Perpetual Income 365. I really hope you find this helpful, and if you have any